All right, guys. So we've had an interesting last couple of days between Xbox and Sony because of the teardown video that they made showing the PS5, highlighting like the insides of it and how it comes apart, but most notably how the system goes from a vertical to a horizontal. And after that, Microsoft quickly made a tweet, I guess, poking at them, making fun about how their system goes from vertical to horizontally. There was like a whole hashtag StanGate and like silly stuff based off of that tweet, and people just react in all sorts of different ways. It kind of gained a little bit of trending traction. In an update, Microsoft has taken down that tweet. I don't know if it was maybe they were just like, hey, you know what? We're sorry, or what's going on with that. But they have taken down the tweet, which is where we're going to talk about this. We're going to read this article that talks about that whole situation because this was kind of interesting. This was a funny yet kind of like lots of different little bits of drama, especially between Xbox and Sony fans. They're starting to get heated, and every time I look at my comment section, there's people fighting with each other, and it's like, ugh, I don't do console wars. I get all the games, I get all the consoles, because I like gaming in general, and I'm looking forward to this next console generation. But this was a funny little situation going on. Before we continue, if you are brand new to the channel, why don't you hit that subscription button down below, enable your bell notifications so you don't miss when I upload. And here we go. We're going to read this article courtesy of Kotaku. And this says, Xbox deletes tweet dunking on PS5 for having a removable stand. The UK Twitter account for Xbox fired some shots at PS5 yesterday, and these were some pretty big shots. In one of the silliest ways possible because it's 2020 and these are the console wars we deserve. Could you imagine if Twitter existed during the 16-bit wars? It all began after Sony released a teardown video of the PS5 highlighting all of the next-gen console's internal components. The first step in that process involved removing the plastic stand bolted onto the bottom of the PS5 that allows it to stand vertically. In other words, to stand the PS5 on its side like you could with all of its predecessors, you need to spend a few seconds fiddling with the fastener. And that kind of caused that stand gate, like people making a big deal about having to unscrew a bolt. I don't get what the issue is, honestly. Like, it doesn't bug me at all. You haven't put IKEA furniture together, one of my chat members said the other day. That says that's when whoever is running the Xbox UK Twitter account apparently saw their opening. How to switch the Xbox Series X from vertical to horizontal, the account wrote an hour after the PS5 video was posted. The tweet showed two new photos of an Xbox Series X, one standing upright and another laid on its side. No stand in sight. Checkmate. The tweet has since been deleted, though the Xbox UK account hasn't said why. So you can see right here, this was the upright Xbox Series X, and then the one on its side. And I gotta admit, that is pretty funny. I'm a spiteful little person too, so I would have did the same thing. I would have done the same thing. Now, going on, continuing, it says, it was cringe, not because anyone should care about giant corporate brands taking swipes at one another on social media, but because of how much it reeked of desperation to manufacture something like the infamous how to share games on PS4 moment from 2013 when the last set of consoles was about to launch. So, yeah. I don't know. Back then, with that whole game share thing, at the time, Microsoft was announcing restrictions on how Xbox One owners would be able to share the physical games with friends and family. Sony back then, in response, the head of Sony Worldwide Studios went on, and the VP of Developer Relations cut an incredibly brief how-to video for sharing games on PS4, and they simply handed one to the boys. And it caused like a big hit. It was a spontaneous gag. It garnered millions of views on YouTube in just a few days. And then later on, Microsoft basically reversed their DRM policy. So this was back when the DRM thing was causing a big stir. And Sony took the shot. So, of course, you can't blame Microsoft for taking the shot. This was easy. This was low-hanging fruit right here. And continuing, it says part of why that moment blew up was because console launches have a way of bringing out the aggressive and sometimes toxic zealotry within hardware fandoms, and you're not wrong. I've been seeing it in my comment sections. But part of it was because people actually care about sharing games with friends. Console stands ain't that. That's fair. Yes, it's cool that you can remove the PS5 stand if you want. No, the Xbox Series X is much smaller stand, can't be removed, even though you don't need it in order to put on its side. At the end of the day, both of these consoles are huge and are going to look like Sauron eyesores in the living room. So yeah, low-hanging fruit. I think personally it's funny. I feel it was all in good fun. I don't know why they deleted it. It's interesting though. Of course they haven't commented. Xbox usually has a no comment policy on stuff like this, but it did cause quite a bit of a stir. Honestly, I have heard people in my comment section talking about the removable stand. I don't know why people think it's a big deal. I think it's kind of neat watching the teardown video that Sony posted with the PlayStation 5. I liked it. I thought it was a neat little way of showing how the system comes apart, how the stand comes off, how you could transfer it over. It just had a real nice, smooth, and cool presentation to it. And it looks like it's a really good system inside of it. And I like how it's easily accessible to repair it and do whatever you want to it, maybe upgrade the storage and stuff like that. It's just funny how a simple stand that removes with a bolt has caused such a stir online. I mean, if you look at Twitter and look up Standgate and look up who's making fun of this and stuff like that, it's getting kind of out there. But I will applaud Xbox on first. I'm going to applaud them twice. First on the tweet with that was a pretty dank meme. I think it was funny. It was a good-natured humor. I liked it. And then I got to applaud them, I guess, for being the bigger person and taking it down. Who knows what happened behind the scenes, or if maybe Microsoft themselves might have said, hey, knock it off, take that down. It's interesting enough that it was only from the UK Xbox Twitter account, so maybe they're just much more pettier over there. Who knows? Regardless of where you stand, guys, whether you're an Xbox guy or a Sony guy, the next console generation is definitely upon us. It's exciting. I cannot wait. I got the PS5 pre-ordered as of right now. Still trying to get the Series X. Might just go in store and get it at launch. Either way, we're going to have a whole bunch of new games to play, to experience, to check out, and two big, huge, mammoth consoles that I probably don't even honestly have room for. I'm going to have to try to figure this out and clear up some space. So I'm excited. I love these little puns. Hopefully we see some more jabs at each other on social media. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Just in general with the console wars, with the stand, with the whole thing that Xbox did. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Subscribe also if you haven't already. Let's get me to the next chapter, which I believe is 72,000 subscribers. It's going by fast. 100K by the end of the year. I don't know. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.